Wait, did you start filming?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're filming. Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel. I'm Canyon.
I'm Lincoln.
What are we doing for this week's video?
Everybody nowadays, like, we all online date, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud of it. We met on Tinder.
Woo!
So,
we're going to go over some tips for online dating that we wish we knew when we started online dating. We're lucky that we found each other now, so.
yeah, but we had we've been on all kinds of adventures in between. So, yeah, this is kind of biased too because we're in a long-term relationship, so I feel like a lot of our tips are kind of geared in that direction. So if you're
looking for more short-term things, nothing against that. We have some tips in there for that too.
But yeah, mostly kind of like a long-term dating type stuff. So
yeah, and this is all based on our opinion and our experiences. So this might not be applicable to everyone,
but it's just stuff that worked for us, didn't work for us. So yeah,
let's get into it.
You just be like, dating apps. Online dating is an awesome tool for gay people just because it's a lot harder if you're not straight in real life to just like, oh, that person's cute, let me go get their number, because it's you never know. It's hard to just assume someone's sexuality. So I feel like gay dating apps are just an awesome way to connect with other people and meet other people. But
yeah, so a couple of the main ones, there's tons out there, but we're gonna address kind of the few main ones that we feel like are the most popular. First of all is Tinder. We met on Tinder.
Yes. I feel like Tinder's just kind of the best of both worlds. For gay people anyways, I feel like you could find a long-term relationship on there. You could just be hooking up on there. You could find whatever on Tinder. It's a really
which also leads to kind of the hard part with Tinder is that you never know people's intentions, which we'll go into later. Next one is Grindr.
Grindr's kind of like a blanket, umbrella for just all the hookup apps. Don't try and find a relationship on a hookup app. I mean, it could happen, but you're gonna get your feelings hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not the place to do that.
Yeah.
But for hooking up and short-term stuff, it's awesome.
Awesome, but yeah.
Next one is Bumble.
I don't know, to me, Bumble's just it's the most safe, family friendly.
Bumble, yeah, definitely all for, I feel long-term relationships.
Yeah, if you're trying to get married, do it on Bumble.
I just don't feel like I've had a lot of experience on Bumble. Have you been on Bumble?
Yeah, I had a Bumble account.
Oh.
I don't really think I met up with that many people on there, but it's definitely not as hookup-y.
So the last one we have is Chappie. I think Chappie is kind of I'm almost positive, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that Bumble also owns Chappie. Chappie is a gay dating site. I don't know if you knew about it before.
No, I hadn't used it yet.
But what I liked about Chappie, when I was using it though, it wasn't very popular, but now I feel like a lot of people are using Chappie, but you're able to choose, they have a slider that you can choose for Mr. Right to Mr. Right Now. So you kind of can gauge what you're looking for and be able to filter kind of the people you're seeing on what they're also looking for. So you can find someone for right now or you can find someone for long term. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the only downside is I feel not as many people are on Chappie, so most people kind of have to use Tinder, especially if you live in Kansas or something. I feel
or Utah. I mean, in Utah I was on Tinder with 100 miles.
Yeah, so
it's rough. Yeah. Next tip.
Make your intentions clear. This is so important, especially on Tinder, but you just need to make sure that whenever you're talking to someone, up front to hey, I'm looking for a boyfriend. I'm listen, I don't really want a relationship right now. This is just a tonight thing. Make that clear from the beginning, because you're gonna get your feelings hurt if you do not. Otherwise, it's just gonna happen. So yeah, save yourself some heartbreak.
So how to pick the pick.
What I did when I was online dating, this is just something that I personally did. When I would choose my pictures, I wouldn't use my very best pictures as my the first picture, or even in general. If I had a really good picture, I wouldn't typically use it, because I'd rather someone be more impressed with me in person than So if you have your not your best pictures at first, they keep swiping, it's oh, they just keep getting more and more attractive, and then in person it's I'm a 10, so
yeah, that's what I thought.
That's right.
From my experience with seeing a lot of people's pictures on online dating apps is so cringy when there's 7 people in one picture, especially like your first picture. So just to have you in your own pictures, because I don't know why people do that.
Yeah, no friends in your dating online profile pictures. Just
But
don't do it.
have your friends take them. It's an awesome idea. Go out, go on a photo shoot, get some pics for your Tinder.
Yeah, especially like a best friend. I think best friends are awesome because like they know when you look good. Like they'll tell you if you look dumb, you know. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, just post some pics that is you being you, because you want someone to like you for you. You know? Does that make sense? Being you. Beautiful. Next tip: being safe. I feel like it sounds so cliche, but I think it's so important because this is where the biggest part of the stigma of online dating is that it's not safe and that it's dangerous. And I think a lot of people just need to know some like general guidelines with online dating, because it can be an awesome experience, because that's like how we met and how a lot of other couples that we know have met too.
What I would do whenever I was like gonna meet someone from the first time from a dating app, I would always meet them in like a public setting. Like coffee shops are awesome. Just somewhere there's gonna be a lot of people around. Just because, I don't know, you just never know what you're getting into. Like it could be a catfish, you know, all these things. So yeah, always meet in a public place.
Yeah, there has been definitely some scary stories with online dating, but I feel like our generation, we can like tell from somebody's social media like how genuine they are and if they're like a real person, because that's where you can get into some really scary situations, especially with like hookup short-term stuff. So just being careful and meeting with, even if it's a short-term person, like meeting them in public is an awesome idea.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do your thing, like go get coffee, meet at a coffee shop first, or just don't go straight to their house.
Yeah.
Another thing I would do is I love the Find My Friends app. I always like whenever I meet someone, like tell my friend like, hey, I'm gonna meet up with this person at this movie theater. Like if you don't hear anything from me, something's wrong. Like this is where I'll be. Find my friends, you know, to go.
Telling others.
Yeah, always tell someone whenever you are meeting up with someone.
Spending time in person. Tip number 5.
Whatever, we don't have to number them. Another tip.
Okay. To preface this, I think this is just awesome to like initially get to know somebody. I think it's super important. But for long-term relationships, stuff like that, because we even did long-term, that was just like FaceTiming and texting and stuff like that. And
Wait, I mean long distance.
What did I say?
Long term.
Oh yeah, I meant long distance, when you're only able to text and talk on FaceTime and stuff like that. I think it was a good test for us. But with online dating, with first getting to know somebody, it's so hard to get a genuine feel for like what somebody's like without meeting them in person. So don't judge a book by its cover on social media. I don't know, social media, online, how they text. It's just, there's so many ways for that to be like misinterpreted. What do you think? Do you have any?
I would just say I feel like it's a lot easier to connect with someone in person versus online. So if you really are trying to connect with someone, even though sometimes it's hard, like some people are like more socially anxious, so it's like harder to meet in person. But I do think that if you're really trying to build a connection, that's how you do it, is in person. Yeah, it's just harder to get to know someone over like text messages or whatever. Second chances. So watch our video. We already told our whole love story, but in the beginning, like we went on a date. It just, in a nutshell, we went on a date and it didn't work out. Like we were just not in the right time, just wrong timing.
Yeah.
Got weird vibes from each other. So it's like, I think second chances are really good just because you have that like second chance to not be as nervous. You know, you can really just be who you are more. I don't know. I just think if you're like not sure about somebody, like just give it a second go, even if like it didn't go so well the first time, because it could turn into something awesome. So
I guess you lucked out. But I don't care if it's online, like if you got to know each other online first, or if it's blind date or whatever. First dates are rough, like anxiety and like putting on a good first impression, like it is intense. So overall, what advice do you have? What's like the one takeaway?
Another praying mantis on my garage.
What?
If I could like say one thing to my younger self about, yeah, just be authentic. Like, don't try and be somebody that you're not, because they're gonna get to know the real you eventually anyways. I guess that's what I would say.
Cute. Perfect.
It's inspirational.
Wow. That should be on one of those like white girl quotes.
Just be
beautiful.
Be beautiful.
Ew. Yeah, for me, I think just being with somebody in person, you can tell a whole lot than you could ever tell from talking to them online. And I think that's what like helped us too, is like we were able to spend a lot of time in person, and like we got to know each other so well after that like first weekend we hung out together. You can hear this story on our other video, so watch that. But
it is. Boom. Go watch it.
be you and be in person. Online dating is an awesome way to meet people. I think it's so awesome to like broaden your like social circle and like get to know a ton of new people. But dating, I feel like, is like at least like beginning to get to know somebody. It's so important to be actually there in person with them.
Yeah.
So there you go. You're inspired now. Go date.
Dude,
Put yourself out there. That's it for this week's video.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any ideas or suggestions of videos you want us to make, please leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all of the things that
All of them.
you do for YouTubers. 'Cause we're
Oh,
YouTubers now.
and follow us on Instagram at lincandcanyon.
Yeah.
Check us out. We're a lot more active on there than we are on here. But our goal is just to be on here.
better YouTubers.
And if you guys are in Utah and going to CVX, we will be there Saturday, 4 to 6, I think. So come say hi if you're gonna be there. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.